I'm excited about our episodes that we're talking about, but also life is heavy at the moment. And I feel like it's been heavy for both of us.
I mean, part of the reason that we chose this topic is because we both want to be transparent with our listeners, at the same time retaining some personal private matters. But also, we all have hard times that we go through. And I think it's really important that people know that when they see us, that we're not just floating through life effortlessly.
No, for sure.
And that this is like, do we put our best foot forward? Do we put our most light self forward on the internet and in our podcast? 100%. Does that encompass fully what we're both going through? Not a fucking chance.
No.
And that's human. It's part of the human experience. And we want to share that with you guys. So today we are talking about making light of it. And that is both physically, figuratively, and what that means for our season of life right now.
Yeah. Lots of metaphors, naturally. And to your point, I think for me too, when you're walking through a season that has more challenges than it has successes, it's still vitally important. And we'll talk a little bit about like finding glimmers, right? Which, you know, it's kind of like the opposite of triggers and what that looks like in real time, in real life, because I'm happy to talk about kind of what's going on in my life, as I think you're pretty open to talking about what took place in yours as well. Because showing up for a project, for a commitment, for something that you believe in, and walking through that season instead of band-aiding it and trying to put on a face or put on a show, I think really is the lesson.
Right.
Because I know that I fell victim to that a lot when I was working in corporate America, which I think is such a fucked up message to send.
100%. But it is a delicate balance because we both know that there's a tipping point as well that you ride when you're like in that space of, okay, what am I allowing in to my life to transform me, right? Versus what am I being like, I can't with this right now, or I can't with that right now. And I think there's a lot of questions for a lot of people on what that even looks like. But corporate America is a great example of a place where you slap a Band-Aid on it and just full force pretend like nothing is going on in order to get to the next thing.
I do think a lot of companies are focusing on changing that and honoring that in people to a degree, because I do think that there is a fine line between people that do a very good job of balancing what's in their personal life and what's in their professional life, and then people that like to bring drama from their personal life into their professional life versus things that happen in your personal life. This is life.
Right. There's some things you cannot control or change or avoid, and they affect you on a deep level.
Yeah. So let's catch up a little bit since the last time we both went on vacations. And so you went on your vacation first.
Correct.
So how was it?
It was good. We go to Ocean City every year, and I grew up out there, and it's near and dear to my heart. And we got to visit with family, and that was so soul giving because we have family members out there that we have reconnected with in the past 5 years or so. And that's been so fantastic. And it was also one of those things where, you know, we're relaxing, but at the same time, Charlie worked the whole week and Evie was working in her own right because she was doing her beach patrol certification, which was awesome. But, you know, she's still like 5 hours a day for 4 or 5 days, you know, working hard and doing water rescues and all of these things, which is so cool to watch. But it's not like a all-inclusive vacation where you're going and you're just relaxing. So we had a fantastic time. It's a lot. And when you go to some place all the time and there's a lot of nostalgia, I feel like there's more places that you just naturally always want to go to. So it feels more full than if you're going someplace and you're just kind of exploring for the first time. But we had a great time, but we came home and Charlie went straight into 2 weeks of band camp. So it was like 3 weeks of crazy.
Yeah, that's A, you're in the heat, and B, that's a lot of energy